You're missing a really key piece of this. This Tampa resident just gave a critical explanation for why it's so difficult to evacuate before a hurricane. BuzzFeed. If you're someone who saw the mayor of Tampa get on CNN and say that, if you stay, you're going to die, and you're confused on why anyone would ever stay in Tampa if our mayor just said we're going to die, you're missing a really key piece of this. Below are your comments. I have lived in Florida for 47 years, been through many hurricanes. We have never lived in an evacuation zone at all, never had any big problems, yes, occasionally lost power, lost internet, but had food, comfort in our home. We have pets, and when my husband was alive, he had medical issues which we made sure he had power with a generator. This storm may give us a lot of rain, but where we live doesn't flood. Our home is built off the ground, high enough that it is unlikely to cause any problems. I have checked our zone, we don't even live in an evacuation zone, period. We bought our place with that in mind. I am relaxing at home with my dogs asleep around me, watching TV and going online in my PJs. If power does go off, I have battery-operated candles and lanterns, and I will probably just go to bed. If it gets too warm, I have battery-operated fans. I have had more problems with lightning strikes than anything. 2 years ago, my whole house generator and water pump were both fried by lightning. I could only afford to fix one and did the well pump because we need water. Eventually I will save enough money to fix the generator, which when it works is a true blessing. At the same time, if you're staying in town, go to a shelter. Shelters are identified to be capable of withstanding the storm. This also keeps people together rather than having 1,000 spread out, forcing rescue teams to search and risk more to locate them. Homes aren't generally capable of withstanding 150 miles per hour winds unless they were built with that intent. There's also little old ladies and disabled people living on Social Security who are alone with no help. Some people have no cars. It's one thing to say evacuate and another to provide the means. I see a lot of negative comments and opinions on this article. Maybe they do not realize that there are those who prepare. Having pre-cut boards to put over windows, having a go bag packed, having cases of water on hand, sand bags, and having other supplies ready. Then there are those who don't do these things and rely on the corner gas station and Publix to be here during the emergency. There are likely many people who try to call agencies for help, but the phone lines are jammed by unless you have lived through this. Judgment and opinions are easy to make. The prepared ones are likely doing great today and not complaining. Gas wasn't an issue. But seeing the evacuations, it made me wonder just how many took off who could have reasonably been considered at increased risk in the storm, but not the potential for devastating impacts of water and wind. Regardless, you will never been able to efficiently evacuate the numbers of people that live in highly populated areas. Ask those who were leaving the Houston area ahead of Rita. You can't move a couple million people. And that's why so many remained during Harvey. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.